Hello everyone. In this video we will examine what is it, who is it for, why US Youth Futsal Academy, and what makes it different from all the other quote-unquote paid academies. Hello everyone, and welcome to this presentation of the United States Youth Futsal Academy, named Futsal 365 in New Jersey. My name is Nico Alexopoulos. I am the Director of Operations for Soccer Skills and Central Jersey Futsal, who operate the league under United States Youth Futsal in New Jersey, as well as the Director of Operations for the first New Jersey United States Youth Futsal Academy under the name of Futsal 365. So, some of you guys may have gotten emails with a press release from the United States Youth Futsal, and it was sent out Thursday. It kind of looked like this. So if you are on the press release for the, or should I say if you're on the email list of the US Youth Futsal Academy, if you're on the email list for Central Jersey Futsal, if you're on the list of US Youth Futsal, if you're on any list involving futsal, you will probably receive one of these press releases announcing the inaugural season of the US Futsal Academy system, which is a national system. These are the inaugural approved academies throughout the US. US Futsal and Futsal 365 right here in corporate office is Jackson, New Jersey. However, there are gonna be multiple locations throughout the state of New Jersey that we will be running the futsal tryouts as well as the Futsal Academy. So this was the academy, the press release that went out on Thursday. We have received a few dozen inquiries. People are signing up for the tryouts, and I will show you how to do that. So first of all, let's address what is it. Well, the US Youth Futsal organization has been working towards implementing an academy system, and this is a national system. This is an academy that it is for the advanced player, it's for the intermediate player, and it's also for the beginner. In other words, the academy has taken into consideration the growth of futsal versus indoor soccer. They've taken into consideration the fact that everybody loves playing futsal. This is one of the fastest growing sports in the US, if not the fastest. In my opinion, the reason behind it, besides the technical, tactical benefits that brings to the player, it's the fact that it's very exciting. A lot of action, a lot of goals. Every player on the court can score a goal. Fans love it, parents love it, players love it. So in my opinion, that's why it's growing by leaps and bounds. To the point where the Professional Futsal League is just around the corner, which is the PFL, Professional Futsal League. So US Youth Futsal has designed this national system, and it's implemented, and its inaugural season has just begun. So if you go into their US Futsal website, as you guys can see here, and you click on the Academy system, it will give you all the details. Why a national futsal system as opposed to just, localized. It will give you the standards. It will tell you and describe that this is a year-round program. It's not to compete with your outdoor teams, your club teams, your academy teams. This is in addition and to help make a soccer player a better soccer player. Now, there are some differences in futsal as far as tactical, as far as some of the moves that are used and how the game is played as opposed to the outdoor game. But overall, futsal is one of the greatest development tools used in soccer by some of the top players in the world, like Ronaldo, Iniesta, Xavi, Ronaldinho, Neymar. If you guys Google futsal, you will see their testimonials on how futsal helped them develop and get to that elite playing level. This is not just a media or a advertisement to push futsal. This is facts, and these are players that are playing at the top level that attribute some of their success to their futsal environment from a young age. So once again, if you guys scroll through the website here, you will notice these are the inaugural academies. These are the states right now that they're in. There will be additional locations added as we go in the process. Keep in mind that there were over 100 organizations that have applied to be a USU Futsal Academy. New Jersey was granted one of those academies, and we are very proud and extremely happy to be able to aid to the development of US Youth Futsal through our efforts with the Futsal League, which is Central Jersey Futsal, and our collaboration with Soccer Skills, who has been doing futsal training for the last 8 years in New Jersey. Now, if you would like to sign up, by the way, for this league, or I'm sorry, I should not the league, but the tryouts coming up, you may go to the main site of soccerskills.net. Okay, and let me just go back here. So this is the main site of Soccer Skills. If you click on Futsal Academy, you will go into Futsal 365, which is the designed name and logo for the New Jersey Academy. If you scroll down, you'll be able to fill out a form, and all this does is just going to put you on the Academy update trial list. As I said, we've had a couple of dozen people in the first day that signed up for this and come to a trial. Now, initially, the ages are going to be from U10 all the way up to high school, but US Youth Futsal Academy, as I mentioned before, will have age groups all the way down to U4, U5, because they would like to bring the young player into the game of futsal, develop them, and again, depending on the skill level, there's going to be beginners, intermediates, and advanced. But those age groups will be added as the academy is being built. At the same time, you may also go to US Youth Futsal. USYouthFutsal.com is the website right here. If you click on the academy and you guys scroll down and you find US Youthful 365, that will also bring you directly to this website where you may sign up for the initial tryouts. Okay, more information is going to be released over the next couple of months in reference to the curriculum and what's expected. There is some preliminary information right here that you guys can go over. It's a year-round program with a minimum of 1 training per week. It's at least for 10 months, but all the information is here. There's going to be more information added and a complete curriculum of the academy. All the trainers are going to be futsal certified trainers. in different areas in New Jersey. And let's just also address, let's go back to the academy here, or the central website for US Youth Futsal, and kind of give you an overlook what makes this different than other organizations. Again, some of these things may be important to you, some it may not. However, they are there. The reason why we have applied to the United States Youth Futsal, which, by the way, is a U.S. soccer affiliate, is because we like the fact that their exit strategies provided by this organization. It's not set up just to come in, play for a while, and see you next year. This is set up for the complete development of the youth soccer player, all the way up to the pro ranks as the professional league will get started. So if you notice here, you have an academy section, you have a section for the coaches, which is the coaching education that is about to embark, so we can educate all the coaches who may not understand the game of futsal, who may not be up to the latest developments of futsal and why it's so important and the benefits that it's bring to the players. There's going to be a complete coach education build, which is about to embark as well. There's also the futsal ID camps. Well, what is that? Okay, so let's just click on the button and see what it's at. This is another path for the young futsal player. If a futsal player enjoys the game of futsal alongside with their soccer game, and if they have the desire to advance and play at a higher level, well, US Youth Futsal has figured that out. So the US Youth Futsal IDs, by the way, it starts from the local level. You try out, and if you make it, you'll advance to the regional, and from the regional, you'll be invited to go to the nationals, which, by the way, are coming on this year, are going to be in Kansas City, the June 28th and 29th, I believe, or 29th and 30th, which we're planning on being there as a New Jersey Academy representative this year. But it gives you the opportunity to, again, progress all the way from the casual futsal player who gets to enjoy the game, who likes the game, who wants to be more serious about the futsal game. Again, this is all in addition to your outside soccer program. It's not to take away. Although there are players that are going to gravitate to this game a lot more than the outdoor game. Just like, in the international stage, there are players that play futsal year-round. They are professional futsal players. Ricardinho right now is considered the best futsal player in the world. Not soccer player, futsal player. If you guys are not up on things, a few months ago during the winter, Portugal beat Spain for the title of the world champions for futsal. And those players play futsal only. They are professional futsal players. So the ability to become a full-time futsal player is there. Or you can enjoy both sports and use the futsal as a tool for your development. So as you can see here while I'm speaking, the futsal IDs basically will take you from the local level all the way to the national level. And this year, the futsal ID trials right here, are for these age groups. Once again, players will attend the trials in any state that they're in. And then if you are selected, you can advance all the way to the national ID camp. This basically tells you that the 2018 Youth Futsal national ID staff was granted. As I said, those are coming up in a couple weeks, June 29th and 30th in Kansas City. I will play a quick video for you guys, and then from here on, after the video, I will show you how these are, by the way, the state directors. Okay, in New Jersey, Don Dimbra is the director of the ID camps. But I will show you after the video where can you go there after this. So let's just play a quick. I'm just gonna make this a little bit larger and be quiet and just watch a little bit of this video.
In the United States for many years. The last 5 or 6 years has been tremendous growth in every aspect of the game. You have courts being built in inner cities. You have professional leagues like the PFL starting. You have ID camps creating youth national teams like U.S. Youth Futsal is doing.
It's everything a kid loves. More scoring, fast action. There's none of this, running up and down the field with nothing happening. There's always something going on a futsal court for a player.
This camp is great for the kids, the enthusiasm from the parents. Everybody's interested in the game of futsal right now.
This weekend is the final step in a year-long process of evaluating young players from all over the country. 6 regional identification camps have brought this fantastically talented young group of players together here, and now they're under a little bit of pressure to be chosen for the final U.S. Youth Futsal national teams.
So when the players arrive, many of them are nervous, they're anxious about the experience, so we begin the week with some announcements and some welcoming situations where we're just trying to make them feel comfortable. But then we immediately throw them into training sessions and then into games. These kids have come through their local organizations and they've come through the state and regional programs, so they have the same base of knowledge and the same experiences. So we're really trying to find out here at the National ID Camp what they can do and how they're going to interact with our coaching staff and with each other.
Specifically, we're looking for futsal talent, futsal skills, and futsal aptitude. So these kids at 10, 11, 12, 13 years old are under the gun right now to put their skills and their knowledge of the game to the test.
It's really just about who can pick up tactics quickly, who's coachable, who's a great leader and communicator, and who just shows that passion for wanting to be here.
We're throwing a lot at them. In the games, we're throwing a lot at them. And we're trying to evaluate who has the technical skills, the specific futsal technical skills. We do have some players who make it to this level just on really great soccer skills. When we see players who come in and they're using their soul to control the ball, they're shooting the ball with their toe when necessary, they're using the scoop pass or the shin ball. Those are futsal-related technical skills that we're looking for.
After we watch the kids play, what we do is we're looking for kids that can make an impact. And we try to tell them it's kids that score goals, create goals, or stop goals. And probably the other component is attitude. In an environment like this, sometimes good players are not on the best teams or not in the role they're used to. So we're looking for how they respond when things aren't going well.
We're looking for the leaders to pop out, the kids who can adapt, the kids who can see a situation and solve a problem. And we're going against teams from another country, so it's pretty important to get the best group that we can. Some of the kids, it's nerve-wracking. They do see all the coaches with clipboards, and that's also part of the process. The great thing about this is these kids, whether they make it or don't make it this time, they have plenty of time to make it in the future. And getting used to being under pressure is something that a high-level athlete has to become familiar with.
On the final day of the camp, the players are in pools, which means that we have used the data we collect in the previous days and we rank them based on the grades and the evaluations of the coaching staff. And throughout the day, we're moving players, we're looking at them and finalizing the group that will move on to be selected for the national team.
It takes the coaches a little bit of a collaboration. We look at all the scores from both training sessions and all 5 games, and then we do our best to come up with the top 12 players.
I tell the kids they have a choice. They can either take to heart what we say in our ranking with you, or they can get angry and have a passion inside them that says, I'm going to prove the coach wrong. And as a coach, that's what I'm looking for, kids that show that resiliency, that come back year after year, and that eventually make the team.
To make the national team for these girls is such an amazing thing to them. They take it so seriously, and there is so much patriotism, and they're taking pictures and they're singing songs and they're doing cheers, and no matter what the result is on the court, they're leaving just with so much pride, and they're still so young, and to see that and to have these goals to keep doing that, it's really amazing to see.
Probably the best thing for me being a part of this is that I want these kids to have the same opportunity that I had. and I played professionally for 21 years, indoor and outdoor. There's nothing like putting your hand on your heart in a foreign country and playing the world's game and doing the best you can representing your country. There's just nothing like it.
So as you guys can see, the U.S. futsal national IDs can bring you all the way to the national team at a different age group. So let's go back now, and from the futsal ID, remember it starts with just a casual futsal player playing in a futsal league. Perhaps the interest rises, the playing level rises, and they come to the academy, and from the academy they develop and they're good enough and their desire, and you saw what the coaches are looking for, and then they try out for a local futsal ID tryout, to a regional, to a national, and possibly making to the national team. And here's where you got the international standard or side of things. And these are the teams that go through the ID national ID trials, and guess what? Now they get an opportunity to go and play and compete against other countries. So the site, you guys can, I'm not going to go into a lot of detail, but you guys can just read it. The U.S. Youth Futsal national teams are selected by Futsal ID program. They are comprised of the very best futsal players in the entire country. And here's what has happened. 2014, the U14s and 16s traveled to Canada. 2015, they went to San Jose, Costa Rica. The U12s and U13s went to Toronto, Canada. In 2016, the 14 and 16-year-olds traveled to Medellin, Colombia. The 2017, the U14s and 16 went to San Jose, Costa Rica again. And here is now they're announcing, we are pleased to confirm that existing details for the next two international trips planned for the United States Youth Futsal national teams. Teams at the 2000, 2002, 2003 age groups will travel to Colombia for 3 international matches, July 23rd to July 30th of 2018. Okay, so as you guys can see, and by the way, this is just, keep building. You can take the time and read all these things. So now there is an international program that's involved and has been built into this, where you're starting again from the casual futsal player to the academy to the national ID programs, all the way to the national team, where you can experience, not only playing a sport that you love, but also visiting and competing against other players from different countries and learning their culture and all the other good stuff. Here's your staff. All right, Keith Tozer, by the way, who's the technical director, he's also the men's national futsal team coach. You have some very good people involved here as far as knowledge and ability to coach. And all these things, once again, it starts from the local futsal academy. There's also referees. The academies will play. The academies will play in the local leagues. Will play in academy only futsal competition, where they will compete against other academies. Okay, throughout the country. So all these stuff are being placed as we speak. The first announcement was the creation of the initial academies, and then we're going to be giving more information about the structure and the curriculum and how everything else is going to follow. Keep in mind, by the way, that we are also going to be preparing through our Soccer 2s section of soccer skills. So if you go back again to the site, Soccer Skills has a site that we sent teams to overseas to compete, play, have fun, experience different cultures. This year is World Cup year. Europe is going to be phenomenal. We're sending groups to Spain and Portugal to compete, and just, oh my God, it's just going to be so amazing to be there while the World Cup is going on. And of course, we have planned 2 packages for next year where if you're not on the national team, the academy here in New Jersey will be able to travel and go to Spain and Portugal and train, learn, and compete possibly in futsal specific tours next year. Again, it's not mandatory for anybody, but that opportunity will be available to players that are looking to experience a little bit more. So something unique for the New Jersey Academy is that even though you may not be interested in joining or trying out for the ID programs, again, you can be on the academy, but you don't have to, go through the futsal ID programs all the way to the national team. These are just opportunities that are added value. They're added to your soccer player. They are exit strategies that should you want to go and do something more, it's there. A lot more than just your local XYZ futsal organization that you come, train, hey, we'll see you next year. Okay, and a lot of these groups, they train, in the months of, let's say November, December, most of them are January to March, and then next year, we'll see you next year. So this is built to give you a complete experience throughout the year, because let's face it, in order to be developed, you have to be consistently trained. If you want to learn an instrument, if you want to learn a language, you can't just go take a couple lessons, drop it, and then go back, a year later. It just doesn't work that well. You need to have consistent training. So this gives you all the opportunities and all the exit strategies that should you want something more, okay, you can have it. However, the academy program is, demanding. It's not just going to say, well, I'm just a casual player, I want to come in. No, you have to have the commitment, and you have to attend. We're just not looking for the average casual futsal player. And let's be honest, your average player probably does not have the desire to go to the next step, which is the academy. So although the academy has steps for the lower age groups, and the standards are not going to be as high as, let's say, the U10s, 12s, 14s, okay? You will have to make a commitment. Your soccer player will need to have a special interest and have special skills to get into this program. So once again, in review and finalizing, this is what makes the U.S. Youth Futsal Academy Futsal 365 here in New Jersey special, in my opinion, because it can give you other options on the local level all the way up to the national level and international level. And that's what I think what separates us from other organizations that could be just local. Now, don't forget, I am telling you, and please, I encourage you to do your due diligence. Futsal is growing, and it's a monster in happening the next couple of years. You watch what happens in the next 3 to 5 years with futsal. Futsal, by the way, futsal is also mandated by U.S. Youth Soccer as the development tool, indoor development tool for any soccer player. So U.S. Youth Soccer will be releasing more and more information mandating clubs, outdoor clubs, to use this as their training tool. So guess what? We're ahead of the curve. We're a good 3 to 5 years ahead of everyone. If you have any questions, should you desire to have conversations with myself, I encourage you to pick up the phone and call me. When it comes to soccer, when it comes to futsal, when it comes to development, I love to talk with anybody. This is for the kids to benefit. It's not just an adventure, a business adventure. It all starts with the product, which is the kids. It has to be good. It has to be affordable. It has to be quality. And there's got to be an exit strategy for those players that wish to do so. I encourage you to contact us through, again, if you go on the website here, or if you go directly to the website that we talked about, fill out the form here. Get on the list for the tryouts, which will begin later on during the summer. Dates will be announced. There's going to be a progression. And again, this is in addition to your outdoor soccer training. It's not to be competitive or replace your existing program. So if you're playing with XYZ club, we're not looking to take you and bring you into teams or anything like that. We're just looking to add value into a soccer player and their development. Should you decide that you want to speak with me more, as I always say, please feel free to contact either through here, or, like I said, if you go to the Futsal National website and you click, oops, sorry, too far ahead. If you click to the academy system here, okay, you can click on Futsal 365 here, and we'll bring you back to the main site. If you wanted to contact me directly, there's going to be a link with our email and phone number after this video. Please, please, please share this video. Share this video with anyone you think may have an interest, or if they don't even know about this, may benefit out of this. Share the video. Contact us with any questions. We're more than happy to help and address in anybody's development. Once again, we hope you enjoy this presentation. We look forward to seeing you on the court, on the pitch. Have a great late spring final end of the season. Have a great summer season, and we look forward to hearing from you. Have a great one.